You are looking live at the Cullen Hockey Center here in Moorhead, Minnesota. I'm Peter Odney filling in for Tony Scott as Tony rests those velvety pipes. We've got quite the matchup today for you. We have the Centennial Cougars taking on the Wayzata Trojans here in the Orange Bracket Finals. The puck is dropped, and let's have ourselves a hockey game. Cougars struggling to get out of the zone in the early minutes. That's Hawk Huff providing pressure for the Wayzata Trojans. Huff, one of the Trojans' leading scorers with 2 goals and 5 points so far. Harper Searles of Centennial pressuring Wayzata in his own zone, in the Wayzata zone, excuse me. Here's Kellen Crumweedy for the Trojans. Crumweedy doing battle behind the net with a Trojan defender. Puck squirts free, it'll come back to the Centennial defense. They maintain the line, shot blocked in front. Another shot deflected away by the Trojan netminder. Here come the Trojans. Here's Huff. Huff at the top of the circle. Fans on the shot. The Trojans will maintain possession behind the Centennial line. Nice move there, poked away by the Centennial defense. Puck sticks along the boards for a few seconds. There are 6 players battling it out, 3 for each side. Centennial finally maintains position and loses it right away. Here's the Centennial defenseman. He tries a pass. It floats into the air, hits the ice, and drops into the Wayzata bench. We'll have our first stoppage of play with 13:33 to play in the first period. On their way to this game, the Trojans scored wins over Roseville, Brainerd, and Rochester, with the lone loss coming against Edina earlier in the tournament. Centennial goes offsides at the Wayzata line. Puck skitters into the corner of the Wayzata zone, giving chase as a Trojan defender. He'll be pressured by Centennial's Alex Clampett. Trojans send the puck to the boards where it's quickly retrieved by Centennial and sent back down into the Trojan zone. Trojans struggling with the breakout. Now we've got a 2-on-2 for Wayzata, cutting across the middle. Just avoid going offsides. Wayzata defense will retreat into his own zone and start the breakout yet again. Held at the line by Centennial, they are offside. On its way into the game, Centennial scored wins over Osseo Maple Grove A, Prior Lake, and Fargo Black, with the lone loss coming against Woodbury. More pressure. That's Harper Searles of Centennial doing what he does best, digging in the corners for the Cougars. Searles, one of Centennial's leading scorers, with 4 goals and 5 assists for a total of 9 points. He's 1 point behind Kellen Crumweedy, who has 6 goals and 10 points through 4 games. Well, after lasting 90 seconds without a whistle, we've had 3 in the past 60. Puck played to the sideboards by the Centennial defense. Here are the Trojans. Let's see if the Trojans can set something up in the offensive zone. Stolen away by Searles. Searles sends it to the opposite side for Centennial, where it's gathered by defenseman Jake Robinson. Sends it to the board. Searles can't hang on to it. He'll chase it down into the corner. Searles looking for someone in front. Centering pass. And just missed by Centennial's Jack Shoemaker. Trojans inching their way through the neutral zone. It's sent deep by Britton Alstead. Gathered up by the Cougar defense. That's Calvin Noha. Calvin Noha gets it all the way across the red. He'll dump it deep and let his forwards go to work below the Wayzata goal line. Here's Crumweedy for Centennial, their leading scorer, gaining speed around his own net. Crumweedy has ice. Crumweedy will take his ice, tries to make a move around the Wayzata defender. He stood up at the blue line. He's about a foot offsides. In addition to Crumweedy and Searles, leading scorers for Centennial include Tanner Grozik with a goal and 5 points, and Heath Nelson with 4 goals and 5 points. Leading the Trojans in scoring is number 11, Reese Wallen, with 3 goals and 9 points. Another Trojans possession stifled in the neutral zone is Centennial's Tanner Grozik. The aforementioned leading scorer sends it down into the Wayzata zone. Loose puck picked up by Searles. Searles circles low in the Wayzata zone, tries to walk it out to the defense, sends it back to the blue line. Here's a shot from the point, too high and gloved by Wayzata's Charlie Weingartner. Oh, Centennial's Ben Boyd, I believe, who sent that shot. Maybe about 4 feet high. Here's Luke Miller for Wayzata. Luke Miller's had a fabulous tournament so far. He'll send the puck deep into the Centennial zone. Miller paired on a forward line with Bobby Alexander and Ben Kieran. That line has caused headaches for opposing teams all weekend long. Puck stuck along the boards yet again. The Cougars and the Trojans will do battle to see who maintains possessions. Here comes Alstead. Alstead tries a centering pass, knocked away by Centennial's Joey Persikili. The Trojans will look to have an extended period inside the Centennial zone. Alstead centering pass, shot, knocked away, rebound, scores! Jake Robinson on the doorstep for Wayzata. The Trojans take a 1-0 lead. Robinson taps in his shot from the crease. A nice centering pass from Alstead. A nice shot in the middle. And a nice rebound goal. Wayzata takes a 1-0 lead with 9:37 to play in the first period. Not a lot Centennial's Easton Cody could do about that one. Trojans were swarming the Centennial net, and the Cougars were simply outnumbered. Madsen Kuhl will get the second assist on that Wayzata goal. Alstead has the puck again. Said Alstead's name a lot so far in the opening period. Said Searles for Centennial's name a lot this period too, as he carries the puck in the zone, loses it momentarily, knocked away by Wayzata's Weingartner. And here come the Trojans down the right side. That's Brooks Gengler, who sends the puck deep into the Centennial zone. Gengler will give chase. He and Centennial's Heath Nelson will do battle in the corner where it's won by the Cougars. Puck chipped out. Here's the centering pass, shot by Miller, knocked away. Gengler sends it around the Centennial net, where a Trojan is outnumbered by 3 Centennial defenders. And here come the Cougars. Cougars breaking in on 2-on-2. Nice poke there by Wayzata defender Jack Hartle. Dangerous centering pass. But it works out for Wayzata as it's picked up by Gengler. Gengler will chase the puck down in the Centennial zone where he'll do battle with Calvin Noha. Gengler has the puck poked away by Easton Cody, Centennial netminder. Puck turned back in the neutral zone and sent in the Centennial zone by Bobby Alexander. Wayzata defensemen play catch, and they'll start through through the neutral zone. Here's Kirshner. Cam Kirshner sends the puck deep into the Cougar zone. It's picked up by his forward down there. Shot and a nice save by Easton Cody. Another loose puck from close range, put on net by the Wayzata Trojans. They lead Centennial 1-0 with 7:14 to play in the first period. It's Kirschner, Alexander, and Kieran as the forward line for Wayzata. Harper Searles took the draw for Centennial. He's lined up with Perzakili. Perzakili and Shoemaker as we have a little line shuffling midway through the first period. Here's Searles along the half board. Searles looking for an outlet, looking for a defenseman. He opts to take it himself. Shovels the puck over to the defender, takes a shot, bouncing puck in the slot, overskated by a Centennial player. Here's Shoemaker. Shoemaker tries a cross-ice password, picked off by the Trojans. Here is Jake Matson. Matson, a shot from the goal line, knocked away by Ben Boyd of Centennial. Puck back to the point, slap shot, tipped, and they score! It happened in slow motion. Reese Wallen winds up and fires from the blue line. It is tipped in front, and the puck manages to crawl its way across the goal line. The Wayzata Trojans have a 2-0 lead. I believe that was Britton Alstead with the goal. You hear a wake up from one of the loving hockey parents here in the stands. I'm sure they'll change that goal announcement soon enough after the coach has a word with the people in the box. I believe that was Alstead on the tip. Should be an ice. They wave off the icing. It's picked up by Wayzata's Jack Hartle. Hartle. It's a nice play and sends the puck up along the boards where it squeaks out into the neutral zone. The Centennial defense will regroup and simply fire it back where it came from. Wayzata's Madsen Poole will dump it deep into the Centennial zone. Picked up by Hartle. Hartle tries a shot. Blocked by Centennial. Hartle tries another one. Rebound, loose puck, and that one is cleared by the Cougars. They've struggled with loose pucks in the slot so far in the first period. There's an icing call. Big Mo is living with the Wayzata Trojans at the moment. Face-off will be to Easton Cody's left. 5:24 to play in the first period. Possession maintained by the Trojans off the draw. That's Gengler. Gengler chases the puck around the Centennial net. He's looking for an outlet pass. Sends it to his defenseman. The defender sends it right back into the same corner. Puck stuck along the boards. 6 players will take a whack at it. Here's Searles for Centennial. Searles gaining speed through his own zone, cuts across. Finds Nelson on the left. Nelson loses possession on the blue line, and they are offsides. Wayzata's defense doing a nice job of holding their ground on the blue line and forcing Centennial to make a play along the blue, which can be very difficult at this age without going offsides. Centennial had possession off the faceoff, and they now lose it. Here's a 2-on-1 for Wayzata. The centering pass fanned on by the Trojans' Ben Kieran. And a fortunate bounce for the Trojans as Cody is forced to freeze and cover for the Cougars. Kirschner, Alexander, and Kieran back on the ice for the Trojans. Centering pass sails just wide. Held in by Alex Score. Kieran gathers the puck in the corner for the Trojans. Loses possession. The Cougars still can't clear their own zone. Here's Austin Peterson. Peterson will send it all the way around for Centennial. It's chipped out in the neutral zone. The puck rolling like a wheel all the way into the Wayzata zone. Icing is waved off as the Cougars go for a line change. There's Anderson. Anderson, long pass for Wayzata as the Trojans send the puck deep into the Centennial zone. It's Alexander who's tripped up, tries the centering pass. Here's Kirschner. Kirschner sends it up to the point. Puck is fired back down below the Centennial goal line, where it is picked up by Ben Kieran. Picked up and then lost as Centennial again tries to clear their own zone. Long pass by the Trojan defense to no avail. Nearly a too many men call. Trojans will regroup and they'll start their break from the neutral zone. Here's Alstead. Alstead with a nice move through the Centennial defender, but lost possession. Alstead will do battle with two Cougars in the corner. It is gathered at the point by Wallen. Wallen walks it in the slot, takes a shot, enveloped by Easton Cody. Wallen, as we mentioned, the Trojans' leading scorer with 9 points so far. He's listed as a forward in the program, but right now he's playing defense for the Trojans. Alstead loses the draw in the Centennial zone. Ben Boyd will send the puck all the way around for the Cougars. Centennial cannot move the puck out of their own zone. Trojans will regroup in the neutral zone. That's a nice play by the Trojan defenders. Searles. Searles pressuring for Centennial. Puck picked up along the right boards by the Trojans. They'll carry into the zone. It'll be 3-on-3. The centering pass is shot just wide. And Madsen Cool about a foot off from giving Wayzata a 3-0 lead here in the first period with 2:10 to play in the first. Come the Trojans on another break. Nice move into the slot. Another nice toe drag and fans on the shot. That was Jake Madsen with a couple of nice moves, but no cigar. Puck played deep by the Cougars. Trojans will regroup. Here's Jack Hartle. Hartle taking a look. Doesn't like what he sees. Tries to reverse ice. He'll be tracked down by a Cougar forward. That's Clampett. Clampett loses possession. As Hartle tries a clearing attempt up the boards and it manages to squeak out in the neutral zone. Here come the Trojans. They have another 2-on-1 opportunity if they hurry. Centering pass. Gangler. Shot goes just wide. Puck sent in deep by the Trojans. Hawk Huff giving chase. Makes a nice play looking for a centering attempt. It finds a late addition Wayzata defenseman who sends it back down deep. Here's Gangler. Gangler looking for an option. Hands it off in the centering pass. Huff can't get a shot. They score! Luke Miller between the hash marks finds a loose puck and deposits it over Cody's shoulder. It is 3-0 Wayzata with 57 seconds to play in the first period. It is all Trojans early on in Moorhead. This might be the most time Centennial spent in the offensive zone so far. That's Ty Escobedo tries a shot. Another shot goes just wide. The Trojans will regroup. Here's Miller. Miller chips it up into the neutral zone where it's picked up by Gangler. Gangler makes a nice move around a defender. Gangler over the blue. Gangler at the top of the circle. He's looking for a centering pass. Tries a shot and it's just wide. Puck stuck along the boards again. That's Miller for the Trojans who sends it below the Centennial goal line. Here's Miller. Miller centering pass. Drops back to the defenseman. Shot by Leatherman too high. Blockered away by Easton Cody. The puck is sent to the opposite side of the Centennial zone, and that should do it for the first period. The buzzer sounds and Centennial will look to regroup after odd man rushes and an inability to clear their own zone crushed them for the first 15 minutes of today's Orange Bracket final contest. The players are making their way over to the gate. Believe we'll have a resurface. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with more Orange Bracket final action here on Youth Hockey Hub. Welcome back to the Cullen Hockey Center in the orange bracket final of the 2018 Big Pumpkin Pee Wee Tournament. We've got 15 minutes to go in the second period with Wayzata on top of Centennial by a score of 3-0. The Trojans have looked excellent so far today. 2 goals so far for Britton Alstead and 1 for Luke Miller for the Trojans. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's go Red. Time for Centennial to wake up and put one on the board. There's Kellen Crumweedy. Crumweedy at the top of the circle. He'll send it deep into the Wayzata zone. It's Crumweedy, Escobedo, and Searles for the Cougars in this forward line. A lot of speed in this first unit. Here's Crumweedy. Crumweedy looking for his defenseman. Sends it back to the blue. Here's a shot. In the air and just wide, otherwise at a goal. Charlie Weingartner stretched out trying to make a save, holding on to it, and Searles goes down, paying the price for standing in the crease and taking an extra swipe at the puck. A nice start for Centennial in the opening 30 seconds of the second period. Searles, Crumweedy, and Escobedo will stay on the ice. And a shot by Searles goes just wide. There's another shot tipped in, and another one just wide. Centennial rolling in the opening minute. Crumweedy sends it to the opposite side where it's picked up by Searles. Searles backhands it to the defenseman. Defender cannot hang on to the puck. Recovers nicely and sends it back down into the Wayzata zone where they are offsides. We'd like to remind you that this game is brought to you by our fantastic sponsor, Lots of Matza Pizza. A half pound of Wisconsin cheese on every pizza. If you find yourself late at night needing a snack, head on to a gas station, pick up a Lots of Matza, and make some friends along the way. Right now, the Trojans making no friends on the ice with a commanding 3-0 lead over Centennial. There's a centering pass broken up by the Centennial defense. Cougars break into the zone. It's the first time in the period that the top unit for Centennial isn't on the ice. A physical battle going on in the corner of the Wayzata zone. They'll try to clear. That's Jack Hartle with the clearing attempt, and the puck comes into the neutral zone. Here come the Trojans. They have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Wallen tries a backhand centering pass, looking for Luke Miller, and it's broken up by the Centennial defense. Chipped into the neutral zone by Luke Miller. That'll go all the way down into the Centennial zone for an icing. 13:06 to play in the second period. The faceoff will come to Wayzata's Charlie Weingartner's left. Faceoff won by the Trojans. They'll do battle along the boards. Clearing attempt goes nowhere. Held in by the Cougars. So send it back down deep. Here's Alex Score. Score going 1-on-2 against 2 Cougars. Score with another nice play along the boards. And here's Searles. Searles has the centering pass. If he sees him centering, shot rejected by Weingartner. Joey Perzakilli couldn't quite find the handle for a good enough shot, and Weingartner says go away to 3 shots in the last 6 seconds. Here come the Trojans, another odd man rush. Britton Alstead, he beats the defender clean. Ooh, he had a step on the defender, but a nice play by Centennial's. We could tell what number that was. We're gonna have a penalty coming up. They're gonna get them for both. Centennial's going to go on a power play. Excellent chance for the Cougars to make up some ground in this 3-0 game. And we'll get our first look at the Wayzata penalty killing unit. If it's a true Wayzata penalty kill unit, there will be block shots, there will be lots of discipline in their own zone, and they'll end up killing off the penalty. If it's a traditional Wayzata penalty kill. Here's Centennial's Kellen Crumweedy. He'll send it back down below the Wayzata goal line, where it's swiped at by Reese Wallen, who sends it up the half boards. 2 Trojans, 3 Cougars battling for the puck at the moment as Searles backs out of the scrum. It's picked up by Crumweedy. Crumweedy's shot. Saved, loose puck in front, swiped out of the zone. A nice play by the Wayzata defender, Ben Kieran. Cougars can't set up. It's broken up again by the Trojans, who expertly play the puck not too hard into the neutral zone where it could have gone for an icing. Wayzata gets a change. Here's a rush by Searles. Searles around the dot. Searles cuts to the net. Nice save by Weingartner, who will freeze. A nice stop with the left pad for Weingartner. The faceoff will come to his left with 10:50 to play in the second period, 48 seconds to go in Madsen Cool's penalty. Centennial maintains possession off the draw. Lined up in a triangle. Here's Crumweedy. Crumweedy to his defenseman. Searles looks, finds someone in the middle. Backhand shot, they score! Austin Peterson with a slick forehand to backhand shot. Centennial is on the board. Great shot by Austin Peterson and a great job by Harper Searles to find him in the middle. With about 25 minutes to play left in the game, Centennial not out of this one by any means. Crumweedy will pick up an assist on that play, as will the aforementioned Harper Searles. Now it's Wayzata's turn to set up camp in the Cougar zone. Puck was tipped by a Wayzata defender, so there will be no icing on this play. It's picked up by Wayzata's Jack Anderson, who loses the handle. Taken by Perzakili. Perzakili will send it back down into the Centennial zone. Centering pass for Escobedo sails just wide. It's picked up by the Trojans. If they hustle, they could. A nice move. Here are the Trojans. Luke Miller, what a move off. Oh! And a shot goes just wide. A great individual effort by Luke Miller between the legs, around the back, around the world. And now it's Wayzata's turn to go on the power play with 9:32 to play in the second period. At Centennial's Kellen Crumweedy, he'll go off for interference. And Wayzata will roll with Alstead, Cool, so Britton Alstead, Madsen Cool, and someone on the far right wing whose number I can't see. Oh, Jake Matson. I know you're all waiting on pins and needles to hear that. Wayzata sets up camp in the Centennial zone on the power play. Puck still low in the corner. Here's Alstead. Alstead's got 2 goals so far. Alstead makes a nice move below the Centennial goal line, hands it off to Matson. Matson looking for a centering pass, didn't have it. Here's Hartle. Hartle tries a shot. The puck is sent out of play by the Centennial defense. We'll try the face-off again. Reese Wallen and Jack Hartle lined up on defense for the Trojans with Madsen Cool, Britton Alstead, and Jake Madsen. Face-off maintained by Wayzata. Here's Madsen. Madsen looking for an outlet along the half boards. Makes a nice move around the Centennial defender. Here's Madsen. Matson plays it down low below the goal line to Alstead. Alstead back to Matson. Matson hands it back to Alstead. Alstead comes out of the corner, hands it to Wallen at the blue line. Wallen back to Alstead. Alstead stood up at the hash by a Centennial defender. Centennial's Austin Peterson can't clear the zone. Wayzata will go back to work below the Centennial goal line. Here's Matson. Matson cuts into the middle, loses the handle, so here's Alstead. Alstead tries the same route as Matson, hands it to Matson. Matson inching his way toward the Centennial net. Matson stops into a save by Easton Cody. Here's Cool. Cool tries a shot. That's blocked by Centennial's Ty Escobedo. Here's Jack Hartle for the Trojans. Sends it back to the half board down to Cool. Cool tries a centering-ish pass. That skirts out of the Centennial zone. Wayzata will look to regroup. That's Wallen who drops it back to Alstead. Alstead with a nice bank pass. The centering try knocked away in a nice defensive play by Austin Peterson of Centennial to go down to his belly and break up the centering pass. So the first penalty killing unit and the first power play unit will both take their places on the bench for their respective teams. 11 seconds to go in Krumweedy's interference call. 7:44 to play in the second period. The score 3-1 Wayzata. Puck gathered by Wayzata's Jack Anderson. He tries to send it off the boards. Too hard for his wingman. Nice play by Ben Kieran, who gets stopped at the red line. The Trojans will retreat into their own zone. Here's Alex Score. Score across the red, Score across the blue. To the top of the circle, tries a shot. Knocked away effortlessly, excuse me, by Easton Cody. Centennial will begin the breakout with Calvin Noha, who loses the puck on his own blue line. It's gathered up by Wayzata's Jack Anderson, who sends a nice pass into the neutral zone. It's picked up by Wayzata's Luke Miller. Miller in on a two-on-two. Miller tries a shot, gloved by Cody, who hangs on for a stoppage. The play of the faceoff will come to Easton Cody's right. That's Hawk Huff, teamed with Luke Miller on a forward line. Huff and Miller, two of the Trojans' leading scorers during the tournament. They've got Brooks Gengler on the right wing. Here's Gengler from the dot. Gengler tries a shot. That sails just wide. 6:30 to play in the second period. Harper Searles gaining speed through his own defensive zone. Sends it up to his wing. That's a nice outlet pass. Here's Tanner Grozik. Grozik loses possession. Gengler tries to chip it out for the Trojans. It's gathered up by Wayzata's Reese Wallen. He sends it to Miller along the half board. Miller with a nice backhand pass picked up by Huff. Huff tries a long pass for Gengler and hops his stick. Puck comes back to the Wayzata defense, and Wallen can't hang on to it. Here's Searles. Searles giving chase. Searles beats Wallen to the puck, but Wallen manages to tie Searles up and avoid a scoring chance for Centennial. The puck is chipped out. Here's another odd man rush for Wayzata. Here's Miller. Miller's got Huff on his right. Miller tries a centering pass to Huff. Huff can't hang on to the puck as it bounces into the corner. Huff to Miller. Miller tries to reverse ice and does so. Here's Hawk Huff. Huff along the half board, sends it to the defender. Alex Score. Score tries a shot. It's tipped just wide. Puck bounces in the air and goes to the other side of the Centennial zone. Here's Britton Alstead. He's got 2 goals already today. Wayzata's Jack Hartle will send the puck back deep into the Centennial zone, where the Wayzata forwards will go to work. Loose puck in front, off the post, they score! We'll see who they give it credit to. It might be Britton Alstead. And if so, that would be a hat trick for Alstead. You see a Trojan out there pleading his case with the official. Another loose puck in the crease deposited by the Wayzata Trojans. They've had a few like that so far. They take a 4-1 lead with 4:48 to play in the second period over Centennial. We'll listen for the goal call. And that's a hat trick for Britton Alstead. Britton Alstead and his line mates have had a fabulous game so far. Centennial's chance, stopped by Weingartner. It's a nice play by Centennial's Calvin Noha, trying a shot from the face-off circle. Wayzata has the luxury of rotating 2 quality goaltenders. Right now, Charlie Weingartner is playing. Last night, Evan Turek was named player of the game for his performance. Here's Jack Anderson. Anderson looking for an outlet, tries to find one along the boards where it's broken up by the Centennial forwards. It's Joey Perzacchilli applying pressure for the Cougars. Perzacchilli can't hang on to the puck, so Cam Kirschner will carry it for the Trojans. Cuts across his own zone. That dangerous play. And nearly turned over to Harper Searles in the middle of his own zone. Here's Ben Kieran. Kieran sends it up the boards. And a nice play by Kirschner. Here's Kirschner at the dot, tries a centering pass. They shoot just wide. A nice on-ice shot with a quick release from Bobby Alexander. And Centennial just cannot help being beat off the rush by these Wayzata forwards. That's Hawk Huff taking the face-off for Wayzata. He is victorious as he battles 2 Cougars along the boards for possession. Here's Centennial's Alex Clampett, tries to reverse ice, sends the puck out to his wing. Being carried out by Jake Robinson, who tries to send it deep. It's Jack Hartle for Wayzata with the puck right now. Sends it up the boards where it gets stuck again. Hartle has a little extra room to work. He'll send it to his defensive partner. Here's Anderson, back to Hartle. Hartle tries to find Miller along the boards. It's picked up by Wayzata. Here is Huff. Huff will go one-on-one with Jake Robinson of Centennial. Huff goes into the corner with the puck. And Huff's hustle will draw a holding penalty. So Wayzata will go back on the power play with 2:24 to go in the second period. The Trojans ahead of the Cougars 4-1. That'll be Jake Robinson going off for the hold. Hartle and Wallen on the power play defense for the Trojans. Britton Alstead has a hat trick already. He'll line up for the face-off for Wayzata. Nice play by Kellen Crumweedy of Centennial to get across the red and avoid the icing, even while killing a penalty. Here's Wayzata's Jack Hartle. Hartle sends it to Cool. Cool chips it into the neutral zone. Wayzata will set up in the corner. That's Cool in front of the net. He's got a big body. He can be used to tip pucks. Here's Centennial's Harper Searles looking for Crumweedy. He will simply flip it up into the air where it's gloved by Reese Wallen. Wallen across the red. Wallen gaining speed. Wallen to the top of the circle. A Centennial defender goes down. Wallen looking for a centering pass. And he comes very close to scoring on a wraparound. Cougars and Trojans doing battle in the corner of the Centennial zone. It's a centering pass that finds Wallen, who winds and fires, has it tipped away. Behind the net now, the Trojans, they send it back to Wallen at the point. Wallen looking for an option. Wallen mishandled the puck, but it worked to his advantage. Here's Wallen, sends it down to Madsen. Madsen across to Alstead, and Alstead can't find the handle to put it away for his 4th goal of the day. Here's Hartle at the top. Hartle sends it back down to the boards. Back down behind the net to Alstead. Alstead to Wallen. Wallen tries a shot. It's tipped in front, and they score. I believe that was Jake Madsen tipping in the Reese Wallen shot. It is 5-1 Wayzata over Centennial with 41 seconds to play in the second period. Another power play tip goal for the Trojans. That's Madsen with the goal. Wallen picks up the assist. Here's Kirshner. Kirshner goes into the corner with 2 Cougars. 15 seconds to go in the second period. Wayzata looking for one more goal before the second period is over. It comes back to Score. Score tries a shot. It's blocked by Centennial. 8 seconds to play in the period. He's got a chance in front. Knocked away by Weingartner, but Centennial will start the third period with a power play. So through 2 periods, the score 5-1 Wayzata. Britton Alstead leading the way with 3 goals. Luke Miller and Jake Madsen 1 goal each for the Trojans. Austin Peterson the lone goal so far for Centennial. After a brief interlude between the second and third periods, we are ready for our last 15 minutes of play in this orange bracket final. Wayzata, I'd say nursing, but they're not nursing. They have a 5-1 lead over Centennial going into the final period of play, but Centennial will start the third period on a power play with a nice chance to get back into this game if they could get through the neutral zone. As Austin Peterson hands it to his defensive partner, who sends it back to Peterson. Peterson tries a centering pass. Centennial will hold along the blue line as they enter the Wayzata zone, try to get set up. They won't. This is Riley Leatherman for Wayzata. Sends it across to Wallen. Wallen up the boards to Luke Miller, who sends the puck deep into the Centennial zone where it's picked up by Kellen Crumweedy. Crumweedy around his own net sends it to the boards for Grozick. Grozick, centering pass picked up by Clampett. Clampett across the blue for Centennial. Clampett looking for some help on the power play. We'll have a stoppage of play. Faceoff will be in the Wayzata zone to goaltender Charlie Weingartner's right. 1:05 to go in the Centennial power play. 14:05 to play in this third period. Possession maintained by the Cougars off the draw. They send it up to the top of the blue to Harper Searles, who gives it back to the half wall. Here's Searles. Searles at top of the umbrella, tries a shot. It's knocked away by Weingartner. And Centennial has just negated its own power play with a high sticking call. Tanner Grozick got his stick lodged in the inside the shoulder pad of the Wayzata defender. And that's one way to ensure that you eliminate a comeback opportunity. .13:48 to play in the third period as we play Tetris with the scoreboard. 48 seconds to go in the Wayzata penalty, so they'll have a minute 12 of power play time. They've been mighty successful with the man advantage so far today. Got the board figured out. Hawk Huff loses the face-off. This is Centennial's Crumweedy. Crumweedy sends it deep into the Wayzata zone where the defense will regroup and look for an outlet. It's picked up by Centennial's Alex Clampett, who challenges Hawk Huff down the boards. Huff tries to dump the puck in the Centennial zone. It goes off a gloved hand in the Centennial bench. We'll have a face-off at center ice. Huff beats Clampett on the draw. Wayzata will maintain possession into the zone. Here's Gengler. Gengler sends it back to the top to Anderson. Anderson back to Gengler. Gengler tries to peel around the Centennial net. He stops, being badgered by Harper Searles, who pokes the puck away. Searles sends it to the other side, but too far, and it gets back to the Wayzata defense. Here's Jack Anderson. Anderson peels around the Centennial net, sends it to Hartle at the top of the circle. Hartle tries a shot. Loose puck in front. Hartle tries another shot. Hartle will go into the boards with Searles as Searles attempts a clearance. Here's Jake Matson. Matson's already got a power play goal. He sends it in the middle to Huff. Huff takes a shot. Sails just wide. 12:40 to play in the third period. Wayzata leading 5-1. They are now on the power play. Matson can't hang on to the puck, so that's Centennial's Crumweedy, who chips it in the neutral zone. Here's Harper Searles. Harper Searles of Centennial made life miserable for the Wayzata defense as they ice the puck all the way down to the Centennial zone. Our faceoff will come to the right of Wayzata goaltender Charlie Weingartner. Nice face-off win by the Cougars. Let's see what they do with it. That's Heath Nelson, who tried to eat the puck along the boards and kill some time off that power play to no avail. 20 seconds to go in the Wayzata power play as Madsen Cool chases Centennial's defender into his own zone. Centennial cannot clear. Here's Leatherman. Leatherman on the half board sends it down deep to Matson. Matson makes some nice moves, sends it to Alstead. Alstead takes a shot, and the puck squirts just wide. It's picked up by Madsen Cool. Cool sends it to Wallen at the point. Wallen tries a shot. It's blocked into the corner. We have a whistle. A whistle, a stoppage of play. A European Union-esque conference between the Centennial coaching staff and the officials. And it looks as though Joey Perzakili will be serving another Centennial penalty. So just as they killed one off, they will go back on the penalty kill with 11:36 to play in the third period. Some more confusion on the Centennial bench as Reese Wallen tries a shot for the Trojans from the top of the umbrella. It sails over the Centennial net. I believe this is Leatherman. Leatherman makes a nice move around a defender. Tries to hand it to Kirshner. The Cougars manage to get the puck into the neutral zone where it's blocked and turned right back into the Centennial zone. Here's Reese Wallen. Wallen tried to leave it for Alexander. Alexander couldn't hang on to it. Cam Kirshner will go into the corner for Wayzata as the puck comes back to Riley Leatherman, who gives it to Kirshner. Kirshner plays it into the corner. It's picked up by Alexander. Alexander looking for an outlet, sends it to Wallen. Wallen winds, fires. Loose puck in front. Backhand try. Another backhand try, and they score. It looks like it's Ben Kieran that'll get credit for the 6th Wayzata goal of the game. Another loose puck in between the hash marks, and another power play goal for Wayzata. Our score is officially 6-1 with 10:46 remaining in the third period. We will have running time until Centennial can trim the lead back down to 4. Here's Gengler for Wayzata, tries a shot. It's knocked away by Cody. Hawk Huff maintains possession, gives it back to Gengler. Gengler tries to give it back to Huff. It's taken away by Centennial's Alex Clampett. Clampett does a spinorama and sends the puck back to the other side. Jack Hartle trying to carry the puck for Wayzata, loses the handle. A little battle going down in the far left corner. My left, Wayzata goaltender Charlie Weingarner's right. Harper Searles can't get anything going for Centennial. Try as he might. Hawk Huff will attempt to clear the zone for Wayzata. It's picked up by his winger. Gives it to Gengler. Gengler across the blue. Gengler tries a drop pass for Luke Miller, who makes a nice move. He's deep in the Centennial zone. He'll go 1-on-2 with a pair of Cougars. Here's Searles for Centennial, tries a centering pass, can't get it past the net, it bounces off the back of the iron. And Wayzata will once again carry the puck into the neutral zone. That's Leatherman. Leatherman, who's on the ice for that last power play goal. He'll carry it all the way down, almost to the Centennial goal line. Jake Madsen dropped by a little physical play there by Centennial's Austin Peterson. And Centennial manages to pull the puck into the neutral zone. And they will also go on the power play with 8:30 to play in the third period. It's Wayzata's Jack Anderson, who will go off for 2 minutes. Face-off will be to Charlie Weingarner's right. It's 2 minutes for Anderson for tripping. And with the running time, he's already down to 1:36 of box time. Here's Wayzata's Reese Wallen, who will set up in the Centennial zone. Tries a centering pass for Jack Hartle, who was streaking in from his defensive position. Puck touched by a Wayzata player, so icing waved off. Here's Searles. Searles tries to kick the puck down into the Wayzata zone. They will not, the Cougars will not maintain possession. We'll have to regroup in the neutral zone. They are offsides. .7:20 to play in the third period. Puck is won back into the Wayzata zone. Here is Leatherman. Leatherman sends it off the boards. The puck is now picked up by Alstead in the neutral zone. Alstead has 3 goals so far today. Alstead tries to go 1-on-2, has the puck stripped away. Here's Austin Peterson. Peterson loses the handle. That's Alstead. Alstead from the ice tries to send the puck back into the Centennial zone. Centennial struggling to get set up with the man advantage. Looking for another option. They'll send it to the point. Here's Peterson. Peterson tries a shot. It's on the ice. Tipped in front. Nice save by Weingarner. Searles tries a centering pass. Another shot from inside the slot stopped by Weingarner. Here's a centering pass. Crumweedy just misses. And if they hurry, Wayzata can have an odd man rush. A 3-on-2. Shot by Alexander, gloved by Cody. Both teams will make a line change with 5:48 to play in the third period. Again, we are in running time with the score 6-1 in favor of the Wayzata Trojans. Hawk Huff wins the draw, going up against Centennial's Alex Clampett in the face-off circle. Puck is retrieved by Wayzata's Jack Hartle. He's got his head up, as he always does, looking for an outlet pass. He stops, makes a nice move past the Centennial defender. He'll send it up the boards. Hartle retreats behind his own net, drops it to Reese Wallen on the other defensive side. Here come the Trojans again. And here they come off sides. It was Ben Kieran who carried the puck in offside. Huff and Clampett will do battle again in the faceoff circle, and Huff wins it back to Hartle. Hartle gives it to Wallen. Wallen off the boards, where it's picked up by Ben Kieran. Ben Kieran scored the 6th goal for Wayzata during this game. Hartle again with the puck, off the boards to virtually nobody. Trojans offsides again. That's Hawk Huff, who was about 4 feet over the line. We'll line up for a face-off with just under 4 minutes to play here in the third period. It's Luke Miller in the face-off circle, who loses out to Centennial's Harper Searles. Here's Searles. Searles tried to go between the legs of the Wayzata defender. He couldn't. Shot by Perzakilli, goes off a skate. Searles tries a centering pass. Centering pass finds nobody as the Cougars retreat into the neutral zone. Nice move by Luke Miller and a backhand shot just a foot wide. Luke Miller, the offensive dynamo for this Wayzata team. He's got a bag full of tricks, and you just saw one right there. Here's Brooks Gangler. Gangler from the dot tries a centering pass. The puck, I believe, is underneath Easton Cody, who will freeze for a stoppage in play, but not a stoppage in clock, as the lead is 6-1. Wayzata, under 3 minutes to play in the third period. After a face-off scrum, it's taken away by Britton Alstead, who loses the handle. Calvin Noha tries a long breakout pass where it's intercepted by Wayzata's Madsen Kuhl, who goes into the boards with a Centennial skater. Kuhl loses a stick, and he will head to his own bench to regroup. Here's Wayzata's Jack Anderson, who's across the red. He's across the blue. He has a stick slashed out of his hands. That'll be a penalty on Kellen Crumweedy for slashing. He'll likely spend the remainder of the game in the penalty box. Wayzata power play unit getting some free run here in the final 2 minutes of this orange bracket final. Here's Leatherman. Leatherman tries a high shot, blocked away by Easton Cody. Centennial manages to clear the zone. They'll have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. And the puck is too far gone for Searles to catch up to it. Leatherman taken down in the corner by Searles. And here come the Trojans yet again. Here's Alexander, tries a centering pass. Slips past everybody. Reese Wallen gathers it in the corner. Wallen steps around a Centennial defender, steps in front of the net. He is dumped from behind by Harper Searles. Here's Wallen at the point, top of the umbrella, tries a shot. A nice low shot, deflected into the corner. Here's Hawk Huff. Huff tries a wraparound. It is stopped and frozen by Cody. There will be a face-off in the Centennial zone as the clock continues to wind. I'd like to thank our senior executive producer, Justin Moss, for being here the past 2 days. Justin, we couldn't do this without you. Running the camera and making sure the on-air talent has everything it needs to put together a broadcast that the entire YHH family is proud of. And I'll tell you, the Wayzata Trojans are proud of their performance today. 6-1 as 14 seconds starts rolling off the clock. Centennial one last gasp and nothing doing. That'll do it. Orange bracket finals have concluded as Wayzata marches past Centennial 6-1. Britton Alstead with a hat trick today, and the real MVP might be Wayzata's power play, converting on 3 man advantage chances. We've still got our black bracket final coming up, so don't go anywhere from your laptop or your phone or however you're streaming. We appreciate you taking the time to watch with us today. You are listening, you are watching, and hopefully you are enjoying hockey on Youth Hockey Hub.